A blessed day to you, all my sports to the bone people. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you all for checking this video out. Alright, my viewers and subscribers. So, our head coach Darren Sammy, in one of his press briefing a couple days ago, spoke about how they are looking to build the identity of the team and how players from the regional Super 50 and the CPL will know exactly what is required for each position in the team or in the playing 11 so they can work towards it. I think this is very important. So I'm just going to spend some time and address this. So just give a listening ear until the end. And as per usual, I will be in the comment section to see what you guys have to say about it. Alright. So Darren Sammy, as I said, did a briefing the other day. And he spoke about the identity, forming the identity of the team. And trying to make sure that everything that is related or connected to the senior team, that's the West Indies senior team, try to make sure that everything connected to that is actually pulling in one direction and they understand exactly what is needed to make the team. Not only to make the team, but if you are playing a specific role or a specific position, you will know exactly what is required. For example, you are batting at number 3, number 4, you will know that, listen, for this tournament, we're looking for somebody that is scoring above 50. We're looking for somebody that is averaging 50. Score a couple of centuries, whatever the case is. So we're going to go down in a few things that Sammy said. So Sammy is saying from the CPL, Super 50, Regional Championship, players will play according to what the first team is seeking. So he's saying that is what they are trying to bring across now. Where the players from right down to the under 19 coming up to the CPL, the Regional Championship, Super 50, they are actually playing in a way, or they have a script, so to speak, that is telling them that, listen, this is what is required to occupy the number 3 or the number 4 slot in the West Indies team. So if a man is already there in the team batting at these positions and they are not doing well, then coming through in the Super 50 or the Test or the West Indies Championship, you know that this is the requirement, this is what you need to do, and you will get a go. So if we have 2 or 3 batsmen that are fighting for the spot, for the number 3 spot, whichever one equal or surpasses what is set, they are the one, that's the person that's going to get the chance. That is basically what Sammy is saying there. He's saying that the system that they are looking to build is a system where the young players are not only just playing, but they know that playing in the regional championship, playing in the Super 50, playing in the T20 CPL, they know that there is something else to gain from it. And not only just playing there for a career or to get a franchise team to sign you. Sammy is saying that the youngsters like the Ali Cartanes, the Kurt McKenzie, all of these guys coming through will understand that, listen, if I perform here or if I fulfill this, then the number 3 spot, I am going to get an opportunity to do it, to play there. Now, Sammy is saying this, he will have to convince the players by showing. So the India tour, the guys that performed, I don't know if they're just starting this, but the only way to let people believe that is to put it into action. Because some of the youngsters still believe that they are going to keep recycling the same old players and expect them to work miracle. When you see a man would have top scored in the Super 50 and also the West Indies Championship and is still yet to get an opportunity. Well, he got an opportunity in a little warm-up game against the UAE. When a man do all of that and is still unable to get a chance ahead of people that made the team that did nothing to get in the team, it's difficult to convince the youngsters to say, listen, do not go to USA to play cricket in the summer and make money. Stick around and fight and work on the game and you will be selected. It's difficult because they see where people are performing. They see where a particular spinner would have performed and did not get selected. So it's difficult to convince people when people are watching the cricket, when the youngsters are playing and they are watching and seeing what's happening. And at the end of the day, it's a living for them. So they are going to go out there and get the living. If a man put in the work for 2 seasons straight and can't make the team, a man that they outperform making the team, they're going to say this don't make any sense. So I hear what Darren Sammy is saying. I hear him, but let us see. So that is exactly what he said. The players batting at 3, 4, 5 who are specialist batsmen, openers just the same. And it's the same thing for the bowlers. Sammy is saying that they have created a document. They have created something that they are sharing with the players. They want it to be a whole thing. So apart from forming an identity, to know what we are about, they are trying to make sure that every player in the region, once they are playing Super 50, test the regional championship and CPL, they have an opportunity to make the team by knowing exactly what is needed for their position. Not only what is needed for the team in general, so you can just go run and do something and make the team as that. If you are playing as a number 3 batsman, you know what you need to do to make the team. If you are playing as a bowler, you know what you need to do to make the team. So that is what Sammy is saying. You understand? So we will see. We will see. You understand? He's saying that in terms of from a CWI perspective, they need to have the guys playing more cricket. And I agree with that. You understand? I see them trying with the whole West Indies Championship and the Headley Weeks trophy. But Sammy spoke about another T20 game, another T20 tournament. Right? The white ball cricket is what they are running down. So he's saying that, listen, if it is even to have a T20 tournament where players from all the different Caribbean islands, they play for their own island. So if you are from Trinidad, you play for Trinidad, Barbados, whatever, just like the Super 50. So you play for your own country in that T20 tournament, and then you would have players getting exposed. You understand? And then they probably can get a chance for the CPL. He's saying that when you bring in a lot of franchise players from overseas, basically he's saying, and you mix it up all over the place, you still don't get a chance to see some of the players that are coming through. So if you have people playing for their individual islands, you understand, in another T20 tournament, then you can select the best from all of that, is what he's saying. If you are playing CPL, you still get an opportunity to showcase your talent. But I guess if you are playing for your own country, then you will have to showcase all the depth. All the players will have to turn up, and who to tell you, I see somebody getting an opportunity that wasn't known, and they just bring a surprise. You understand? So that is what Darren Sammy is saying, that we need that. And he's saying that right now, even as a coach, he's unable to suggest certain players to CPL for the draft, because some of the players you are not seeing them. There's not a lot of cricket being played, so he's saying that some of the time they have to be looking at some of the cricket that is club cricket that is being played in Trinidad, Barbados, Guyana, and some of these places, to try and find one talent or two talent to come through. And if they were given the avenue to play in other tournaments, they would be able to see them and could recommend them to the CPL for the draft. So, Sam is saying that right now, these are some of the things that they are doing. And in terms of where the batsmen are at, according to him, from the openers coming right down, they are looking at other teams around the world, and they are looking to see what the top players are doing and see where we are at in terms of matching up to that, so that we can start producing world-class cricket. World-class cricketers is what he's saying. So if you're probably going to be looking at Australia and say, all right, they have these guys opening, they have these guys batting at 3, 4, 5. What are they doing? How are they looking? You understand? But it sounds like a plan, but there's a whole lot of things that goes into these guys coming into international cricket and batting like this. So I guess if they want to fix it, they need to look at the product that these teams have from the under 19 to their first class cricket. We match up with some of these guys from under 19, yes, but we need to find out what they are doing at the first class level. Some of these guys, before they make their international debut, they have over 9, 10, 11, 12, 1300s. You understand, playing first class cricket before they can get a look in. As we have a man making 1 or 200 in a tournament championship that is not even good, we have to call him up because that is what it is like. And I know we don't have enough cricket like the other teams, but these are some of the things that Sammy and the guys need to remember, that you know, when you finally have a man making his debut for sometime for England, Australia, they are solid. They are solid. You understand? I remember watching Marnus Lamashane making his debut against England a couple of years ago when Steve Smith was struck by Archer. Guy came out and was struck, I think, within the same over. But what? He had the technique, he had the temperament to stand up, and he made a half century that day. You understand? It's because of all the preparation coming through that why I was able to come and meet somebody like a Jaffa Archer. Can you imagine most of our first team players cannot even stand up and bat to Jaffa Archer? Can you imagine getting somebody from the regional championship and coming through? Just because you look and you say, I hear Sammy and I hear the plan, but I don't know if the guys that we currently have, all of them, they can say, look at what these guys are doing and improve. Because they don't have the cricket behind it. They don't have the skill set behind it. Some of these guys play scores a red ball cricket, scores a first class games before they actually make an international debut. It's not the same for us. So the skill is not behind it. So to look at our current openers and current number 3, 4, 5 batsmen and ask them to replicate what the other teams, you know, are doing out there, it's not going to be easy because they don't have the cricket behind them. You understand? It's experience. So I just wanted to point out what Sammy is saying. One thing out of this that I definitely agree with, if the information is out there, what is the requirement, what you need to do to get a look in for them to seriously consider you as an opener, as a number 3, number 4, and as a bowler. You understand? Same thing. If that is out there, that is something good. That's a step in the right direction. So we're going to leave it right there, and I'm hoping when they give the youngsters these things and the youngsters fulfill them, you don't hear a man get up and say, listen, he's going off gut feeling, so he's going to select these 3, even though they did not meet the criteria. Then if you tap the foolishness. So we're going to leave it right there, and we will touch base again soon. Big up.